What's up, Brick Talk? It's your boy James. Here for another Brick by Brick episode. And yeah, man, I really wanted to talk to y'all today about Can't Be Stopped. Just like that topic and like that inspiration and that drive, bro. I feel like shout out to this hustle uh thing right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's been a struggle, if I'm being honest about just like recent activities in my life and things that I've been focused on and driving towards to desire something and to want to achieve certain things, but feel very challenged. That's the word that comes to mind. Feel very challenged in my journey due to past decisions, due to hurt, due to regret, just due to everything, right? And I'm not. This isn't to blame. This isn't to point the finger, right? This isn't to say like, I wish X, Y, and Z, but it is to identify problems that I've dealt with, and bro, I'm going for it, bro. Like in the midst of all of it, in the midst of what I've dealt with, in the midst of what has challenged me, in the midst of what has been hurdles, I won't stop. And that's why I want to talk about like just because I know I'm not the only one, right? I know I'm not the only person that feels like why me, woe is me, right? Like why is it so hard for me to just do the things that I love to do? But it's a part of it, it's a part of the journey that we experience. Because of the decision that happened in the Garden of Eden where, Adam and Eve disobeyed God, we now have to work for it. It's not just given to us anymore. There are certain things that we're blessed with for sure because God is gracious and God is merciful. But at the same time, we got to work. That's a given, right? The guarantee is that we must work to achieve it, right? And the work comes from the struggle. This is something like the balance between reality and vision and the work that's in between. And I was watching I was on Instagram watching content, watching a reel, and the content the reel said a man who thinks too much becomes lost in his thoughts and then lives in a world of illusion. And I was like, dang, like, because I thought about that and I sat and I was like, dang, like, I know that I want to achieve these things. I know I have a vision, but am I delusional about what my reality is? And I sat there and I thought about it, and I'm getting to a point. I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, dang, like, what is the difference between reality and vision? And at what point does vision become delusion? Like, am I lost so much in what I want to achieve that am I disregarding where I currently am? And if I'm disregarding where I currently am I doing the proper work to get to what I envision or to the vision that God has given me? And all these things started to like just flow and rush through my mind. And I think what I'm nailing the point on, nailing the pin on is there is the balance between reality and vision, right? Okay, where am I? What is life for me right now? Do I have a house? Do I live in an apartment? Do I live with my parents? Do I have a car? Do I not have a car? Do I have a job? Do I not have a job? So on and so forth. And then from there, it's, what do I want? What do I see for myself? What do I hope for myself? Like, what is it that I hope to achieve and hope to attain? And in between that is, okay, well, what work needs to be done, right? What do I need to do? And if we don't properly identify those three things clearly in a way that can be written down and defined, so it's like, okay, like this is what I need to do. That's in the Bible. That's Habakkuk 2:2, I think. Just plug the word real quick. If we don't define those things clearly, we will be delusional, right? So don't just drive and move towards something without clearly knowing what it is you're trying to achieve, right? Like that has to be like, let's make that clear, right? So that's something to be aware of. With all that being said, once you do identify those things clearly and define them clearly, go to work. Not only go to work, don't let what appears to be your reality or what is your reality stop you from getting to your vision, right? Don't oversleep. Don't sleep until 3 p.m. and miss half the day and a chance to work at the thing that you hope for. Don't be so closed-minded and so, I want to do this, that you don't see the opportunities that are presented to you. Don't be afraid to kick down the door, right? These are all factors. These are all points and all things that we must be aware of, because the thing you want is not out of reach. It just requires you to stretch your hand out to get it. You know what I'm saying? All praise to God, bro. This is what we do, bro. We are born to work. And I know it feels like, God, like, why would you set it up that way? Why not just give it to me? But if he gave it to you, would you appreciate it? Or if you got it the hard way, would you appreciate it? There's a saying in basketball, I just said it, called the hard way. And it's like when you earn it, like the team that plays more defense than they do offense. Shout out to the Spurs. The team that sticks together for 6-7 years and wins a championship. Shout out to the Warriors pre-KD. You know, like when those championships are considered getting it the hard way because you quote unquote earned it, right? Shout out to LeBron James for who went back to Cleveland and won one for his hometown, right? And those moments are so much sweeter. Like, we all remember when LeBron was like, Cleveland, this is for you, because it mattered that much more because he earned it. And like, bro, this isn't gonna be given to us. It's just not. Like, that's not how it's set up. It's not set up to be given to anybody. But if you complain and like, woe is me, and compare yourself, then you'll never get it. Or you can decide, today's the day where I wake up and I go again. And then tomorrow you wake up and you say, okay, let's go for it again. The next, okay, let's go for it again. Let's go for it again. And you just keep going. And you're going to have your days where you're like, bro, I'm tired. And that's okay, because we need our rest, right? Don't be lazy, but rest, right? Be intentional about your rest. But after you rest, when it's that season and that time to work. You feel me? So remember that, y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Brick Talk fam. And always remember that you can't be stopped. I love y'all. Peace.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.